Hi Ruronis, this is your pal RuroniK95 here. So today we're going to do a horror movie review to cover. This time, without any further ado, I feel like I'm going to review another horror movie. Starting with the movie directed by Francis Ford Coppola, Bram Stoker's Dracula. In 1462, Vlad Dracula, a member of the Order of the Dragon, returns from a victory against the Turks. To find his wife, Elisabetta, committed suicide after his enemies falsely reported his death. The priest proceeds to tell him that his wife's soul is condemned for committing suicide. Enraged, Dracula desecrates the chapel and renounces his faith, declaring that he will rise from the grave to avenge Elisabetta with all the powers of darkness. He then stabs the chapel's stone cross with his sword and drinks the blood that pours out of it. In 1897, the newly qualified solicitor Jonathan Harker takes the Transylvanian Count Dracula as a client from his colleague Renfield, who has gone insane. Jonathan travels to Transylvania to arrange Dracula's real estate acquisitions in London, including Carfax Abbey. Jonathan meets Dracula, who discovers... There's the picture of his fiancée, Mina Harker, and believes that she is the reincarnation of Elisabetta. Dracula leaves Jonathan to be attacked and fed upon his brides while he sails to England with boxes of his native Transylvanian soil, taking up residence at Carfax Abbey. At his arrival is foretold by the ravings of Renfield, now an inmate in Dr. Seward's insane asylum. In London, Dracula emerges as a wolf-like creature in a mid-fierce thunderstorm and hypnotically seduces, then bites Lucy Western, with whom Mina is staying while Jonathan is in Transylvania. Lucy, deteriorating health and behavioral changes a prompt, and her former suitors Quincy Morris and Dr. Seward, along with her fiancé Arthur Holmwood, to summon Dr. Abraham Van Helsing, who recognizes Lucy as the victim of a vampire. He eventually discovers that the creature is Dracula. Dracula, appearing young and handsome during daylight when meets charms Mina. Mina receives word from Jonathan, who escaped the castle and recovered at a convent. She travels to Romania to marry him. In his fury, Dracula transforms Lucy into a vampire. Van Helsing, Holmwood, Seward, and Morris kill the undead Lucy the following night. After Jonathan and Mina return to London, and Jonathan and Van Helsing led to others Carfax Abbey, where they destroy the Count's boxes of soil. Dracula enters the asylum, where he kills Renfield for warning Mina of his presence. He visits Mina, who is staying in Seward's quarters, while others hunt Dracula, and she confesses that he murdered Lucy and has been terrorizing Mina's friends. Confused and angry, Mina admits that he still loves him and remembers Elisabetta's previous life. At her insistence, Dracula begins transforming her into a vampire. The hunters burst into the bedroom, and Dracula claims Mina as his bride before escaping. As Mina changes, Van Helsing hypnotizes her and learns via her connection with Dracula that he is sailing home in his last remaining box. The hunters depart for Varna to intercept him, but Dracula reads Mina's mind and evades them. The hunters split up. Van Helsing and Mina travel to the Borgo Pass in the castle, while the others try to stop the gypsies transporting the Count. At night, Van Helsing and Mina approached by Dracula's brides. Initially, they frightened Mina, but she eventually succumbs to chanting and attempts to seduce Van Helsing. Before Mina can feed on his blood, Van Helsing places a communion wafer on her forehead. Wow. Leaving a mark, he surrounds them with a ring of fire to protect them from the brides that infuriates the castle and decapitates them the following morning. Because Abraham Van Helsing killed Dracula's brides with all three of their heads and all. As sunset approaches, Dracula's carriage arrives at the castle, pursued by the hunters, and fight between the hunters and the gypsies ensues. Morris is stabbed in the back during the fight, and Dracula bursts from his coffin at the sunset. Jonathan slits his throat while the wounded Morris stabs him in the heart with a Bowie knife. As Dracula staggers, Mina rushes to his defense. Holmwood tries to attack, but Van Helsing and Jonathan allow her to retreat with the Count. Morris dies of his wound, surrounded by his friends. In the chapel, where he renounced his faith, Dracula lies dying in an ancient demonic form. He and Mina share a kiss at the candles. Adoring the chapel light up and the cross repairs itself, Dracula turns back to his younger self and asks Mina to give him peace. Mina thrusts the knife through his heart, and as he finally dies, the mark on her forehead disappears as Dracula's curse is lifted. She decapitates him and gazes up to at a fresco of Vlad and Elisabetta ascending to heaven together, reunited at long last. And that's how you end the movie Dracula with Gary Oldman, with Mina decapitating Dracula's head with a knife, or depending on which weapon. Dracula's armor is basically like the armor one with the pointy ears thing, with that helmet thing, what you see at the beginning of the movie Dracula. I mean, this movie did feature Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder, Sir Anthony Hopkins, and Keanu Reeves in this movie. Because this movie has 3 winter Academy Awards in 1992, and it's based on the classic novel by Bram Stoker's Dracula. Just because I've already did my previous horror movie review where I talked about the Bela Lugosi Dracula, which came out in 1931 as well. But the original Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman is a lot closer to the book. It's just a lot how it started. Oh yeah, and the music film score was done by Wojciech Kylar. And the song Love Song for a Vampire was done by Annie Lennox, what you hear at the end of the movie. And yeah. This movie was directed by Francis Ford Coppola, because Bram Stoker's Dracula was grossed $215 million on a $40 million budget. Rotten Tomatoes consensus cited some terrific performances, although Reeves' performance has been widely criticized. It was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, won 3 for Best Costume Design, Best Sound Editing, and Best Makeup. It's scored and composed by Wojciech Kylar. Closing credits theme, Love Song for a Vampire, written and performed by Annie Lennox from the year Eurythmics, became an international hit. The screenplay was done by James V. Hart. And yes, it's based on the novel by Bram Stoker. It's directed by Francis Ford Coppola. The production companies are American Zoetrope and Osiris Films, and this was distributed by Columbia Pictures. This movie came out on November 13th, 1992, especially for Bram Stoker's Dracula. So that's going to be it for my horror movie review on Dracula movie, which is Bram Stoker's Dracula. You guys, thanks for watching, but before we go, here's my little quick thoughts about it. So, even though last year, I've already took a look back at my previous horror movie review, where I played the Igor Sherman character, where it's all black and white, where I did my previous horror movie review on Dracula with Bela Lugosi, but since I did not play the character, but that was part of the horror movie review that I just did. But lucky for me, as a horror movies lover, sorry, I finally get to do a review on Bram Stoker's Dracula for the first time. Hope subscribe for content. My anime plan link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook if you have Twitter and Facebook account. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you like this video, please leave a comment on suggest me a horror movie should I review, because this is another horror movie review that I haven't done in a while. Never done one before as well. Be sure to click on my subscribe button. Become a subscriber to RoniK95 because I have 479 subscribers. Anywho, be sure to click on my notifications bell button on my YouTube channel, via RoniK95. Don't miss out any of my new updates of my videos that I uploaded more recently, since the last days as well. But yeah, so like, subscribe, favorite, comment, share on your social media pages like Facebook, Twitter, etc. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please leave a comment if you want me to do another horror movie review. Be sure to give this... Click on my subscribe button, become a subscriber to RoniK95. Click on my notifications bell button. Don't miss out any of my new updates on my videos as well that I have uploaded more recently as well. So, this is the first time I did a horror movie review on Bram Stoker's Dracula, because I know today's Monday. This is RoniK95 saying, thank you for watching my horror movie review. I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon, and have a great day, because tomorrow's Tuesday. This is RoniK95, signing off.